Greetings, this is the Question GM. So today is RPG Day 2020, day 14, and the word of the day is banner. A rather unusual word in the grand scheme of things related to RPGs. I don't think this is exactly a word that I would encounter very often in a role-playing setting. I actually had to look up on the word in the dictionary just to see if you can actually put any ideas in my head to really talk about. Other than as a heraldic device, and even so, I actually don't remember using banners very often in my games. Yes, there is obviously that practical use of a banner that it's a form of identification for wherever the pieces may be. Although in my imagination at least, I believe banners are only mostly used for more formal recognition of something. At least from the medieval times, that if you are passing through a military procession or a king's procession or a noble's procession, then yes, you will identify them by the banners. If there's any other times where I see banner is rather important, is probably magic items. And this actually is starting to remind me that I think there were magical banners in the D&D library of magical items. I think this was from the Heroes of Battle from 3.x. Yeah, it is something I've been recently thinking about. Putting mass battle combat systems or running mass combat within the mechanics of D&D. So yeah, banner would probably be one of those magical items that it's probably worth thinking about. Warhammer certainly has a tradition of magical banners, so that's that's pretty much about it that I can really think of in terms of relation to banner. But one of the interesting definitions that I found for banner, and maybe we can I can talk a little bit more about, is the idea of a banner year, a very good year. So 2020 is obviously going to be a hard candidate to be a banner year, or more like how has your gaming situation been affected by the whole pandemic thing. uh, it's definitely affected mine, because most of my games are done on a face-to-face basis, and I'm still not comfortable going to take my games on a online front or online platform yet. If 2020 is obviously not going to be a banner year, had I had any really good year in terms of role-playing games? I think last year, 2019, was actually a pretty fruitful year. I wouldn't say it's the best year. Maybe the best year I had out of my many years of role playing, because I managed to actually break out from the D&D mold. I challenged myself to not actually run a single D&D game throughout 2019, and I spent most of that time learning new games. I went into several quick starts. I think I managed to hack up about between 5 to 8 quick starts within that year. Breaking out, really expanding some new horizons. And I started this channel, which is more than, it's now already probably going into 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, that was probably the most productive year that I had in 2019. And there's obviously, I'm still looking at places where I can grow. And 2020 was supposed to be that year, but things took a very interesting turn, and here we are right now. So yeah, I guess if there's really something that we can really talk about, is what is the best year that you had in role playing, and what would you define as your best years of role playing? I think for myself, if things hadn't turned out the way it did, I would probably have dedicated a bit more time and making more videos on this channel. And I'm only saying that because it's already more than half a year, and some of my video targets for this channel has obviously not been hit. But hopefully, with the help of this daily practice of doing it on RPG Day 2020, it's going to maybe pick up some steam, and I can keep that momentum. I'm running a game. I'm still running a ongoing D&D 5th edition D&D game of Expedition to the Demon Web Pits. If you've been following my questlog videos, and I'm hoping to end that within the year. The best thing that can happen this year, I believe, would be to run another new game, or at least put another bunch of new games that I've been trying to learn into the books, and really finishing them up. And I've already started on a few of those, but I'm not exactly sure if I will be able to finish all of that, pending all that's happening right now and having to juggle everything in between. So yeah, so definitely be interested to hear your thoughts of any banner years that you had, or any banner years that you're looking to make happen. So I guess that'll be all for today for RPG Day 2020 Day 14 for the word banner, and I'll be seeing you all on Day 15.